I'm Marna, and this is the Twin Flame Detox. And today we are talking about being addicted to your soulmate or your twin flame. Now, please remember that if you need help in leaving an addictive relationship, watch to the end of the video because I will have instructions for how to sign up for the individual courses or how to sign up for one-on-one coaching, whichever suits you best. That information will also be in the description box down below. So, let's get on with talking about this. Let's see, if you follow the pattern that most of us did, and the pattern that I followed, you meet someone who is absolutely your person. Someone who is perfect for you. Someone who gets you like no one ever has before. And before you know it, you are head over heels in love. And you know your partner feels the same. This is your person. This is the person that you're spending forever with. This is your always. And then for whatever reason, they're gone. And after they leave, you realize how entirely dependent your life became on this person. Suddenly you don't have anywhere to go or anything to do or anyone to talk to because your person was all of that wrapped up in one. You feel at a loss. You feel like you have no purpose, no drive, no reason to exist anymore. You are going through withdrawal. So to get yourself the hit, to feel like this person is still part of your life, like you haven't been completely discarded, you stalk their social media multiple times a day. You want to see that either they're as lost as you are or that, you're missed in some way. But what you're doing is you're seeking out what has become your favorite drug and you're giving yourself another hit of it. And at some point you'll probably make a joke to a friend or someone will make a comment that, you are going through withdrawal symptoms. You really were addicted to this person. And that's a sobering realization that none of us really want to face. I mean, how can we be addicted to a person? They're not a drug, right? Well, in this case, they are. The energetic connection you felt with this person was a very, very real thing. And that energetic connection did become a very primary part of your energetic field. So when that person withdrew that energy by leaving your physical proximity, you are left feeling like there's a gaping wound, because there is. A portion of what has become your energetic field, your shared energies, has been ripped away from you. And yes, your energy is bleeding out of that gaping wound until it has time to heal. Now you try to heal it by hitting up social media, looking at the pictures of your person with whomever they've moved on with. And that works a little bit. It also slows down your healing. It keeps you from being able to move on to your growth, your life. Really, no matter how tempting it is, it really isn't a healthy way to deal with the situation. Now, just because it's not healthy doesn't mean it's not normal. We have all done it. I know people who have created fake profiles so that they could stalk their ex-significant other, their person, after being blocked. Not everyone goes to that extreme, but it does happen. So if you did it, you're not alone. So what do we do when we are faced with this type of addiction? To be completely candid, I spent 4 years addicted to prescription opiates. Quitting that addiction took me one afternoon. I decided to quit them cold turkey. I walked away. That was 8 years ago. I have not gone back since. Quitting the addiction to my twin flame was harder and took much, much longer. It took me over a year to be able to walk away from that addiction. And it is still the one that I'm most tempted to backslide on from time to time, particularly if someone sends me information about it. So, how do we face this level of an addiction? The first step is you have to recognize that yes, it really is an addiction. It is a psychological dependence that you did not know that you had until your drug of choice was gone. The next step is ask for help. Do not face dealing with this completely on your own. Yeah, it can be humiliating. It can feel like you're a failure for having to ask for help on this. I mean, let's face it, all of us have been through other breakups where we had no problem telling the other person bye. I mean, my first ex-husband, I told him not to let the door hit him on the backside on the way out. But this is not an ordinary relationship. This is an addiction, and we must deal with it as an addiction. So, develop supportive networks in your social circle who are willing to hold you accountable. Develop people who are willing to find other things for you to do when you are feeling lost. You have these friends already. You just kind of push them to the side while you're wrapped up in someone else. But that doesn't mean that they don't still love you, and that they won't forgive you, and that they won't welcome you back. So go to them, ask for help. Say, hey, I realize what happened. I realize that I need to get this out of my system. Can you help me find things to do? Can you hold me accountable? Can you make sure that I'm not Facebook stalking this guy? All these little things add up. And yeah, it's really hard to stop the social media stalking. No one ever succeeded in quitting smoking by saying, I'm only going to smoke one cigarette a day. You have to do it cold turkey, and you have to hold yourself accountable for what you are choosing to do. Now, that doesn't mean that you're a failure and the world is coming crashing down if you break down in a moment of weakness and luck. It just means that you restart. Okay, you had your moment of weakness, you looked, now start over. You're back at square one. Hold yourself accountable for what you do. Keep track. This is not an easy process, and I know it sounds like I'm being very glib with saying this, but recognize that quitting any addictive substance cold turkey is not easy. You want to have people to keep you accountable. You want to have people to keep you distracted in your moments of weakness. You want to have people that you can call when you feel like you're about to break down and say, hey, I'm in the bathroom at Starbucks and I am fighting the desire to look him up. And have them say, okay, let's talk. So, that is the basics of dealing with a twin flame addiction or a soulmate addiction, because yes, the energies are the same no matter what label you put on them. The source of the energies are different, but what you experience is remarkably similar. If you're facing this addictive experience and you're trying to leave this addiction so that you can heal, you can grow, and you can get on with your life, then reach out to me. I have a course available in detoxing off of the twin flames. That is available at twinflamedetox.com. Just hop over there. There's instructions for contacting me so that we can set up your intake consultation and you're good to go. I do offer individual coaching services where if you need me to be, I can be the person that you call from the Starbucks bathroom and say, oh my God, he's here with his new girlfriend. I'm freaking out. Because I can be there with you. I'll be happy to be there with you. But again, go to twinflamedetox.com or email me at twinflamedetox@gmail.com and we will set up your consultation intake and go from there. Again, all the information for contacting me is also in the description box down below. And I am here to help you. If you don't feel like you have anywhere else to turn, you can always turn to me. I'm Marna. This is the Twin Flame Detox. Thank you for joining me.